Our championship challenge continues today. Hit like and subscribe. Let's go live the dream. What's up guys, ChasingLamely here with episode number 72 of Living the Dream, and as you can see on your screens, we currently sit 9th in the championship after playing 7 games in our first season of the championship, and today we're playing Hull. Before we play Hull, I have 2 things to get you caught up on. One is transfer news, so we'll go there first. So obviously the window is closed. There have been 2 transfers out. One is Marco Rus, who never really made it for us. He's joined Dover Athletic for 3.8k. Not too big a loss, but you know, he's gone, so we can say goodbye to him. He played 7 games for 3-4 seasons. I don't know how. I played 7 games over 2 seasons, to be fair. It was okay for us, but he was never going to make it. So that was a thing. But there had been a big sale as well. And that big sale is Tekla Halem, who has joined Southampton for a fee rising to 2.7 million after making 38 appearances for the club. He does have big potential. He does have that big potential in him, and he's since going on loan for the last season or so to Woking. He learned to play at right back as well, which is encouraging for him. But he was realistically our 7th best left back, and he wasn't getting enough playing time to develop. Southampton offered me big money. I took it, but I've also brought someone big in. And that big in is Vini Kayembe on loan, comes back to us from Levante, spent last season on loan at Genoa in Serie A. You can see he came straight into the team and he's been playing fairly well, although apparently he wants to play as a ball-winning midfielder, and I still don't use one, so, you know, that's a thing. But he is Vini Kayembe, he is back, he is still looking good. He is, in terms of our squad in general, he is our 2nd best central midfielder. And actually, when you look at it on paper, if I was to play him as a left winger, we have a really strong central midfield, entire midfield unit there. So things are looking pretty good. I also made a couple of other new signings on loan, both of them from China. One was Tan Gang, I like his name, left back. He comes in just to provide some cover. He will be our 2nd best left back at the club, so we'll probably see him play a few times. Comes on loan. I just thought I'd try him out. I know if we sign a Chinese player, you tend to get a bit of a boost in merch sales, and I thought we could use the income, so I thought we'd give him a go. And joining Tan Gang is Xu Bin, another Chinese player, a right winger. Comes on loan from Shandong. I don't know how much he's going to play. He's not even really in the running for a start. So, you know, don't expect big things from him. But we do have a couple of Chinese lads came in, so that's worth knowing about. And finally, we brought in a striker, Arne Scheppens, on a free from Inter Milan. Just a youngster to develop. But that's pretty much all the permanent transfer news. So let's go and see what we've done in terms of the games that you have missed. So we played Derby in the last episode. We then lost 3-2 to West Brom with Lafondra and Hadaway scoring goals for us. We beat Crystal Palace 2-1 with Dixon and Esheves scoring. We then had a shock 3-2 loss to Stevenage in the League Cup first round with Chatfield and Esheves scoring. Stevenage are a League 2 side, which little bit embarrassing, but it's fine. We'll get over it. We drew with Sheffield Wednesday 2-2 with Louis Chatfield and Gary Petty scoring. We beat Cardiff 2-1 with Esheves and Petty scoring. Lost 4-2 to Stoke with Petty and Jones scoring, and then drew 2-2 with Coventry with Petty getting a brace, which brings us nicely to the Hull game that you can see. It's been a bit of a mixed bag in terms of form. We've had 3 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, and that's why we sit in 9th. But let's go see if we can get our 4th win of the season today by playing Hull. So our starting lineup today sees a bit of an unfamiliar setup. We've got this guy in goal, Michael Kerr. He's a Northern Irish under-19 international I signed from Dungannon a couple of seasons ago on a free. He's playing because Harry Starkey is injured, unfortunately. He's not looking too bad. He is our best prospect in terms of goalkeepers. He's going to get his first opportunity today. We then got Lee, Mascara, Chatfield and Lee at the back. Kerrigan, Lafondra, Kayembe and Dixon in midfield with Petty and Jones up top. Steve Hardy also injured, hence why he's not starting. On the bench, Barton, Kirk, Matthews, Esheves, Cisse, Jeffries and Walcott. Hopefully that's a lineup good enough. Hopefully Gary Petty's unhappy. Unhappy that I priced him out of a move, but I've priced him out of many moves. He's just going to be permanently unhappy till we get to the Premier League, I guess. Let's go see if we can beat Hull. In the dressing room, it's going to be a come on, lads, show me what you can do, and nobody seems to care, which is going to work out wonderfully. I am going to take a moment to speak to Michael Kerr. I'm going to tell him there's no pressure on him, just go out, enjoy your debut, and hopefully he seems motivated. Good job. I want to get him motivated because it's going to be a tough tie. It's always tough when you play your first game in the Championship, having only ever played in the Northern Irish Premier League. No disrespect to the Northern Irish Premier League, but it's a bit of a step up. Throw in for Harchester with Larry Lee going to Petty, and Petty back to Larry Lee. Larry Lee going on a run down the touchline, needs to get this ball to someone. He's managed to beat his man, flicks a crossover. Pierre heads it away as far as Surridge, and now we're on the back foot. We need to regroup and defend. Luckily, we've got them outmanned, and Mascara tackles. Plays it to Kayembe. Ball over the top for Petty. Gary Petty is through. Can he score? Petty! He puts it just wide, and I thought our chance of a lead was that one, and it wasn't there. Wollacott picks up the ball to Pierre. Pierre puts the ball forward, but Barry Lee will be the guy that picks it up. Plays it short to Kayembe. Kayembe to Lafondra. Back to Kayembe. Ball forward. Looking for Petty. Finds Petty. Petty's through. Flicks it over the keeper. And Gary Petty scores off an assist from Vinny Kayembe. And Petty, our goal machine, back in action. Kayembe, our assist machine, back in action. It's good to see these two linking up. It's good to see these two working together. It's good to have Kayembe back. And it's good to see things progressing on the field. And Kayembe, the first of our big name old boys to come back, might be the guy that helps us get out of the Championship as Hull kick off straight away. Greaves to Low Everton. Weird name. Kayembe, ball forward. Greaves heads it away to Low Everton. Low Everton puts it forward, and Chatfield heads it on to Dixon. Jamie Dixon picks up the ball. He's going it alone. He's cut inside. He's into the box. He has a pop, and luckily Greaves gets in the way to prevent an open goal because their keeper had already gone. Wollacott with the ball puts it forward to Hodge, and now Hodge is coming at us for Hull to Surridge. Surridge, they've got us slightly outnumbered at the back. That's a bit worrying. Hodge on the ball, plays it through to Lewis Potter, and Kerr makes a save, and that'll give him a lot of confidence. But they have got a corner, and we need to step up and defend here. Can we get it done? Hodge will take the corner, puts it into the box, and it's Keres tries to get to it, but Chatfield heads it away. Dempsey will pick it up, and hopefully we can chase them back into their own half. Coyle, I guess we push them back. And that's half time. We hold a 1-0 lead at the break. You've played well so far, but there is still room for improvement. Nobody seems to care. That's always a good sign. Let's start the second half and let's see if we can increase our lead. I'm very aware Dixon not pulling his weight and Larry Lee not pulling his weight as McLaughlin throws it into Surridge. Surridge to McLaughlin, and we're under the cosh immediately as Lewis Potter picks up the ball. And there was two guys back there and no one blocking that pass, and I mean luckily there was an offside there because I didn't see what happened. Goal kicking, it's with Kerr, and he's going longer than I expected. McLaughlin to Low Everton to Surridge to Hodge and back to Low Everton. Ball forward, but luckily Mascara will pick that up to Kerr. Kerr needs to take his time here, not panic. Plays it out wide to Barry Lee. Bit of an odd pass, but it worked. Now Barry Lee puts it forward, looking for Petty, who heads it on, but there was no one there. Coyle picks it up, puts it forward, and Keres heads it onwards. Chatfield back to Kerr again, gives him another chance to just relax into the game. He puts the ball forward and gives it away again. His distribution looking very shaky. Surridge to Everton, ball forward, looking for Lewis Potter. Lewis Potter finds Keres, and that's an equaliser from Victor Keres. And Kerr has finally been beaten, and I've got to start asking some questions about what we're doing here, because we were looking good right up until the second half began, and now Kerr looks like he's never played football before. I'm going to give him a no pressure shout just to try and calm his nerves and hope that does something to help us out. Throw in for Hull. It's with Lewis Potter to Surridge. Surridge gets tackled by Lafondra, puts the ball forward. Pierre will pick this up for Hull and plays it to McLaughlin to Low Everton. Low Everton puts the ball across and finds Gyökeres in acres of space. Our defence pushed way too high up there, and luckily he couldn't finish it. Corner for Hull, and it's Hodge putting the ball into the box. Let's head this away. Chatfield gets to Greaves to get rid of it, and now Pierre to Coyle to Connell, but Petty is there to break it up. And now can Gary Petty get himself on the score sheet again? He gets tackled by Pierre, and McLaughlin puts all the way back to Wallacott. Wallacott, big ball forward. Let's head this away. Let's get this clear. Kayembe is there, heads it to Aris Kerrigan. Kerrigan needs to do something special here because he's not done a lot all game. We've not seen much of him at all. Finds Lewis Jeffries, kills a sub, and now Chavez. Oh, Chavez can't finish it, coming in off the left wing. And you'd have bet money on a Chavez to score there. Free kick for Hull. Hodge plays it across the box to Lewis Potter, who's going for a pop from range. I mean, full credit, that was one hell of a finish. But we have fallen apart at the last minute, and we are probably going to lose this game now. I cannot see us score another goal. We just don't know we've got a second goal in us. Jones has kind of let us down by not performing up top. We're going to demand more from the team. Hodge puts the ball into the box, and Kerr picks that up. Can we hit them on the counter here? Kerr has time. He doesn't waste it. I thought he'd just given it away. Kerrigan picks it up. Kerrigan through. Kerrigan looks for Petty. Petty forced to go wide. He needs to get the ball into the box. Doesn't it? Chavez is there. And that's 2-2. And I've got to very quickly retract that shout. Otherwise, I'm just going to upset all my players. And that's really never a good idea. We're going to encourage them instead. Because otherwise, they will just go in a sulk. And we don't want that. We've got back on terms. And 2-2 could be a final score here. Because I'm surprised we scored that, if I'm honest. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's a late winner in it, and maybe that late winner even could be for us. Who knows? I mean, he was dead level. There was never a question of offside right there. And, 2-2 now. Wallacott puts the ball forward, and Chatfield gets it. Kayembe to Chavez. Chavez puts the ball forward, looking for Petty. The defenders missed it. Petty is through, and Petty just had to put that away because that was an absolute sitter. He was offside anyway. But the fact he didn't finish it just disappoints me. And that is full time. It finishes 2-2. Good performances from Chavez and Petty, and indeed Kayembe and Chatfield. Decent performances all round. We've held our own against Hull, which is pretty strong. Happy with what I saw, and we're going to go forward and see where we're going to come back. I think we'll come back quicker this time than we did last time. I think we'll go back for game 11 off the top of my head, but we'll see in just a tick. So, confirmation, and just a gap of 2 games between this episode and the next. We'll be playing Swansea in the Championship in what should be a decent game. They currently sit 21st, so hopefully we'll be able to build some momentum. Forest are sitting 6th, though, and Sheffield United are sitting top, so we could be on a bad run of form by then. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. However, in the meantime, guys, I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely. You can find me on the socials below. I'm on Twitter, Insta, and Patreon at Chasing Lamely. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because like and subscribe is good for you, the channel, me, and everyone else. Magic Graphic will remind you to subscribe and to ring the bell, select all notifications. I go live occasionally. It's worth knowing when I'm going live. Anyway, guys, in the meantime, I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.